Hi, how's it going? Thanks so much for joining me. So today I have a haul completely from Book Outlet. So my first thing I want to say is that this haul is going to be mostly for summer reading. We are doing a reading challenge for the summer that my daughter and I came up with, and I will be doing a separate video for that. And so some of these books will be in that video too, but I think one or two items also that I'm going to be showing from Book Outlet are for 5th grade, but most of them I believe are for summer reading. But yeah, okay, so this is The Chronicles of Chrestomanci, I think, volume 1. So yeah, this is just a series, and it looks like something my daughter would be interested in. I believe it's middle grade. And let's see. So it's about a cat and a family called the Chants, and they have trouble doing spells, and they encounter schemes that could destroy all the worlds of, I guess, the city that they live in or the world that they live in. So they had another cover of this book, and it showed a cat on it, and my daughter's kind of cat obsessed right now, so this cover doesn't have the cat, but it does. Oh yeah, it does. I'm sorry, it does. It has two cats. Kind of hard to notice them, and then a dragon. So I believe it's like fantasy, and it sounds like something she'll like. So yeah, so this is gonna be a book she'll read in the summer. And then this is the Animal Rescue Agency, and this is book 1. It's also a series, and this is a mystery. It's about a fox used to organize the world's most elaborate chicken raids until the day she encountered Mr. Pepper. Meaning, the blustery rooster changed her heart, and now together they form the Animal Rescue Agency. In a race against time to save a polar bear cub in the Arctic, Esquire and Mr. Pepper must coordinate with their other animal agents to rescue the cub. So this is a chapter book, but every once in a while, because my daughter's reading, longer middle grade now and YA, but I like to throw in chapter books, give her a variation, because I still like to read chapter books if they're well written. I think chapter books, just like middle grade, sometimes they're written for a little bit like an older chapter group audience, and sometimes they're written for like really easy, like beginning reader chapter books. I think there's a difference. And her and I are kind of drawn to more like a little bit more like advanced chapter books. And I'm not quite sure where this will fall into that category, but we're going to give it a try. And so I will link Book Outlet, but I will also link these on Amazon, because I just do that pretty much in every video. Because I know Book Outlet, the selection varies. So this might be sold out. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'll just let you guys know. And yeah, so I will just link the whole website on Book Outlet, and then the link, and then separate, because I know you guys, I like to shop a variety of places, but sometimes I'll just bookmark things on Amazon, and if I buy it on there, that's awesome, and sometimes I'll buy it somewhere else, but that's what I do. I'm always creating a wish list. But okay, so this I actually got for me, but it is middle grade. It is A Kind of Spark, and let's see. So it is a middle grade. It's more realistic fiction. And it's ever since Miss Murphy told us about the witch trials that happened centuries ago, right here in Juniper, I can't stop thinking about them. Those people weren't magic. They were like me, different, like me. I'm autistic. I see things that others do not. I hear sounds that they can ignore. And sometimes I feel things all at once. So it's realistic fiction, but it kind of mixes in a little bit historical things, I think dealing with the Salem witch trials. I don't know why, but I'm kind of Salem witch trial obsessed. It's one of those things in history that's dark, but then I kind of like to learn a lot of things about it. So even though this is fictional, that kind of piqued my interest. So I'm going to give it a shot. And I've talked about this series many times. I've read these from the library, the first two. And then I showed them in my last haul, I think book 2 and 3. But this is a Heartwood Hotel series. And this is the first one, A True Home by Callie George. And I was so happy that Book Outlet had the first one, because I went ahead and I want to get all 4. I have the second and third. Now this is a really, really, really cute chapter book series about a little cute animal hotel. And it's exactly what you would think. It's cute little animals that visit the hotel. And I think a lot of different readers would like this series. Even though it's a chapter book, I would still say that it's definitely kept my interest as an adult. And so I'm happy for my daughter to try it. Okay, so this one is for 5th grade. All of those I think that I just showed, besides the one for me, are going to be for summer reading, I believe. But this one I got for one of her 5th grade reads. And it's Kelsey Murphy and the Academy for the Breakable Arts by Erica Lewis. And this one, it even says in the title, Magic is Now in Session. And my daughter loves magic, loves fantasy. And so this is just a book I literally just came across. I don't recall anybody else talking about it, or if they did, I never watched or noticed, or who knows who, but I never knew about it. It almost rhymes. But yeah, I just kind of like saw the cover, and I saw the girl, and I was like, wow, I don't know what this is, but so yeah. It's the Academy for the Unbreakable Arts trains warriors, and Kelsey Murphy, a foster child raised in the human world, is dying to attend. A place that the AUA means meeting, oh gosh, Scathach, Gathach, the legendary trainer of Celtic heroes. It means learning to fight with a sword, harnessing her hidden powers, and most important, finding out who her parents are and why they abandoned her in Boston Harbor 8 years ago. There's ancient beings in the other world. So yeah, it's like the ancient beings, the other world. It talks about Celtic heroes. Also talks about like warriors and magic and different things. So it sounds like a lot of different elements going on. That is something my daughter might like. So this is going to be one of her 5th grade readers. This is Clarice the Brave by Lisa McMann. And my daughter is very familiar. She's a huge fan of Lisa McMann from reading her other work, I think, which is like more fantasy. But this one piqued my interest because I love animal stories. And this is middle grade. It has some cute illustrations. Also, I see a mouse and a cat. Yeah, so I got this for her and I to try. Okay, it's like Clarice, a young ship mouse, knows this to be true. She and her brother Charles Sebastian were taught to be careful, as all mice are. But caution is no match for the sea, which took their mother, and certainly no match for the special lady, the horrid cat who ate their sister. Now the siblings hide in their pantry crate, knowing every move they make could be their last. What does this remind me of? This reminds me of another book that I tried about a mouse that was like really scared of this cat that was going to eat it and its friend. I don't remember what it was, but it reminds me of that. And I think that's pretty common, I guess, in like animal stories, the cat versus a mouse. But yeah, so it sounds kind of interesting. It sounds like it's based on a ship with dozens of sailors, and so yeah, we will both give it a try. Okay, so this next book is definitely for 5th grade. This is going to be one of my daughter's nonfiction STEAM Friday picks. So on Friday, she's going to do STEAM, and she wants to be an architect. So I've tried to find a couple different architecture type workbooks. And this is one that I picked. This is Iggy Peck's Big Project Book for Amazing Architects. So we do have the hardback picture book that goes with this. And she's already read it, but then I thought this would be cool because she already has the other book. And it's just like different projects. Mostly workbook based. I kind of flipped through it. I was hoping it would have a little bit more like outside of the workbook kind of projects, and I didn't see I didn't look through every single page, but it does, like here, it talks about all the different treasures you can use. So it's definitely encouraging you to go ahead and make stuff. I did see like one project with like suggesting you use straws and something else, but maybe because I didn't read every section, it might have other ideas, or it might be just primarily workbook based with a lot of drawing. But yeah, either way, I still think it's gonna be cool. Like it says, this one, it says like build it using straws and masking tape. And then it has like different things. So we will see. But yeah, so this will be something she'll be doing on Fridays for part of her, like, kind of, I always try to pick projects each year based on what she wants to do when she grows up. For 4th grade, it was zoology, and we just did animals all year. And then for 5th grade, it's primarily going to be architecture. Yeah. So yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully she enjoys that. And then the next book is Gods and Heroes, Mythology Around the World. So this book we have checked out before from the library, and she liked it, but she didn't read it cover to cover because it has like a little thing. Because she, you know, we checked it out, and one of our prompts for our reading challenge, which I'm so excited to share that video with you guys. I didn't film it yet. I'm still collecting all of the books because both of us are participating. This is a table of contents. But yeah, so one of the prompts was myths. And we just, my daughter actually came up with all the prompts on her own. Genres. And so this is the book that she picked to fit her mythology category. And so yeah, so it has like, it looks like a 2 to 3 page spread on each god, and then it has like a little bit about them, then it has like illustrations and a couple paragraphs, 2 or 3 paragraphs about each one. Here's Isis. Sorry. So yeah, so this will be, I think, really enjoyable book for her. So this book my daughter picked out, and I was drawn to it also from the illustrations, and it's an Encyclopedia of Early Earth, a graphic novel by Isabel Greenberg. And I love black and white. I love, you know, like artsy illustrations, and I've had a chance to look through it before this video, and I will say it's definitely for older. I would say, like, I don't know, it depends on like you as a parent, but like I would say for sure middle grade, if not higher, if you're okay with nudity depicted in illustrations. So I'm okay with it, but I'm just saying it does have, you know, a lot of nudity. I can't find an age on here that it says it's for. I do see that it says it's by Little Brown, publisher, which do publish children's books. So I'm not really sure. Also, it says an epic work of fiction detailing the many tales and adventures of one lonely storyteller on a quest for enlightenment and true love. Gods, monsters, mad kings, wise old crones, shamans, medicine men, brothers and sisters, bad science, worse geography, and true love. It has like a story from the Odyssey. It's like the author's, I guess it's almost like a fictional, I don't know, like it's kind of like, I kind of don't really know what I'm reading. It's because I haven't read it from cover to cover, and it's just something that's like, I don't know, it's kind of just like unique. I don't really know how to describe it. It's not nonfiction, and it's not, I don't know, it's just like, I'm not really sure. I think it's just like tiny little stories of her, like fictional, like accounts of like maybe like well-known stories. I like books like this though, because they kind of throw me off, because like I really we just kind of picked this out on a whim. Like literally the illustrations just caught our attention on Book Outlet, and I'm just kind of open on my channel, you know. It's like, I don't know, but I mean, someone else might pique their interest, even though I'm not quite even sure what it is, other than just a graphic novel by Isabel Greenberg, and it's called Encyclopedia of Early Earth. Okay, so this book, my daughter is still animal crazy, even though she doesn't want to be a zoologist. She just loves reading about animals, and I love animals too. This is Philip Bunting, the world's most pointless, wonderful animals, or are they? No respect for statues. What is this? Never takes a day off, sleeps all day. So it's just like kind of supposed to be more kind of funny, nonfiction book, and she picked this as one of her nonfiction choices for our summer reading. And yeah, so it looks really cool. So it looks like a 1 to 2 page spread on different animals, and it kind of just says kind of funny / real things about each animal. Stuff that kids would like. Very much, very kid friendly. So yeah. This is definitely a book my daughter, I think, will be drawn to. So yeah, so that's my book outlet haul, and stay tuned for a lot more hauls coming up as I prepare and accumulate more materials for 5th grade. Thank you everyone who subscribed. I really appreciate that. And if you're not subscribed, if you're still watching, thank you so much for getting this far. And I'd really love if you subscribe also. I make a lot of book videos on me and my daughter's favorite books and what we're reading and homeschool content. Thanks so much. Bye.